Hi there people, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. As most of you will know watching this, you'll know I'm in Queensland in Australia. And I just like to talk about not what I believe, but what is happening in New Zealand. We've got budding politicians that want to make their mark this year in the election, and they are vying for our vote. And there's not one single politician that I know of that will tackle the issues of New Zealand. And they seem to shy away from important stuff, and instead they will stick to a middle of the road kind of rhetoric to win votes, and they want to be safe, they want to be, benign and keep the media from their door. And for me, it's problematic, because if these budding politicians, and I'm not going to name names, but one just started the party, announced it just the other day. I just think New Zealand suffers, or New Zealand politicians suffers a severe lack of bottle, if you like, courage, if you like, and staying in the middle of the road and not wanting to rock the boat, not wanting to upset the extremists, Maori, the extremist Maori caucus, iwi, Maori party in New Zealand is a real problem, because these Maori extremists of the Maori party and iwi, very powerful people. The Maori economy in New Zealand is worth 70 billion. And this government, and no matter what government comes in next, especially the national government, are just handing over more billions and billions to these radical extremists right at the very top. And they shout and scream all the time, these same people, for more money, and how Maori are disadvantaged and Maori need more. And they get more in the billions from a quisling, cowardly, Marxist, globalist government that's there now. That's the Labour Party. And it's not going to be any different under the National Party. It'll probably be even worse under Luxon. And the billions that they're going to get in perpetuity just gets siphoned off by the elites, the Maori elites, and nothing changes. It will just go on forever. How can it be stopped? Well, in my view, it's never going to be stopped, because this government has put into place, this Labour government, Jacinda Ardern, who's gone now, pay $55 million a year the Public Interest Journalist Fund to basically promote the Maorification, complete Maorification of New Zealand. Everything. They want to change everything to Maori. And if you're not on board, you will just fall by the wayside. And I've said before that these Maori extremists, and they're all part Maori, every single one of them is just true. It's just a fact. Every one of them are only part Maori. Every single one of them have got more European blood than what they have Maori blood. It's just incredible how they can call themselves Maori. And they're just screwing it, absolutely screwing it. And they're laughing at us. They're laughing at our weakness and how PC and woke we've become and how certainly not me, or someone like Julian Batchelor or Terry O'Pines or one or two other YouTubers. We don't buy in, but most people want to signal their virtue and basically either support this incredible, unprecedented stupidity and cowardice. To say being called racist, it really is just, it baffles me. And nothing's going to change, because every single person that's running for government, trying to get in Parliament now, none of them will say even what I've just said. How long have I been on here? 6 minutes. They won't even say what I've just said. In fact, they will point the finger at me and call me a racist. It's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So what are they going to do? How are they going to go into Parliament and defend what's right? How are they going to do it? Because Rawiri Waititi and Debbie Packer stand up and shout, "Racist, you're a racist." And they just capitulate straight away and just jump under the desk, hide for cover. Oh my God, the media are going to call me a racist. I'm finished. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But it's we're moving into very, very precarious times in New Zealand, and I believe, honestly, we could be pushed into a terrible situation where maybe civil war, and the way it is, these very, very, very aggressive hornet type people at the very top could win a civil war. They will win a civil war, because the vast majority of non-Maori in New Zealand, they've become so weakened by this constant barrage of wokeness by the media, and how we have to pay for past sins of, nearly 200 years ago. It's people are conditioned to hate themselves, and that's the majority, and conditioned to keep on paying. It's got to stop, people. It's got to stop. I believe in equality. I believe nobody should be given preferential treatment or money just because of the colour of their skin, or, well, it's not even the colour of their skin anymore. It's what blood runs through their veins, or how they feel. It just needs someone who's brave enough to stand up in Parliament and actually say it. And there's not one single person that's going to say it. Okay, you might say Winston Peters will say it, but my God, come on, Winston Peters. What has he said in the past? And what has he reneged on in the past? He reneges on everything. A chancer and a deceiver is exactly what he is, and what he will continue to be. He's the only name I'm going to mention. But anyway, something has to give. Something has to give. Julian Batchelor is doing his tour of New Zealand, Stop Co-Governance, and that's a great thing. And it's stirring up the radical extremist Maori fringe and Iwi and the Maori party, Maori elites if you like. They don't like what he's saying. But I have no doubt the media, the political class, are going to come after Julian, and they will do to him what they did to me a couple of years ago. What they did to me basically was to send out the chilling effect and make people fear standing up to them, fear it. And they did a successful job, they really did. Second to none, because people do fear, and people remember what happened to me. And what, for a satire video, that's all it was. Some people think I went over the top. I don't think I did. I think there was a lot of truth in the video I made. And I'll stick to it. Regrets, I may have done it slightly different. But I did nothing wrong. I committed no crime. But I was treated like a common criminal. And even today in New Zealand, treated like, well, persona non grata, a pariah, if you like. Wherever I go. Just put my name into the computer, into Google, and, well, all these awful, awful things pop up that are lies, basically, that was written by journalists in the media who are paid to lie on behalf of the government. We've got to stop being afraid. We've got to stop being afraid to speak our truths. And not our truths, the truth. Because the truth is, these people at the very, very top, they're going to be making your children pay, your grandchildren pay, your great-grandchildren pay in perpetuity. It's never going to end. And all the while, they're going to get whiter and whiter and whiter. I'm talking about the elite, little bit Maori, who are screwing the country. And it won't be their skin colour anymore, it'll just be what they say they have running through their veins. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm at a crossroads in my life, I'll tell you that much. Do I come back? Do I stay? Do I go to the UK? I got three choices. But I'm not going to come back to New Zealand if it carries on the way it's going, because if there's no fight in the majority, if they're not going to stick up for themselves, what's the point? What's the point of me putting my head up above the parapet? Because all they want to do is call me a racist anyway. And they know it's not true, but it's just the easy option. The road of least resistance, shall we say. Anyway, okay. That's my video for today. This is Cross the Rubicon, Lee Williams. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video everywhere. See you later.